start it again. Hey, y'all, we back and we black. They saying that we live in the 215.
Lava.
It's saying that we live in the 215. Let me hit my camera. Hey, we back and we black.
Bam!
Bam, we here,
Bam.
here, we here. Doc.
That's it. We here.
Look, I got my whole African princess thing happening right now. Like
It's a good thing. Royalty in the house.
and I'm gonna shout out where I got all this beautiful jewelries from
You
today.
got your bling bling, bro?
I got my bling bling around because we back and we black. So guys, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Philly Unfiltered. I'm your host with the most, Petit Picasso, better known as Mommy in this house. And of course, I got my co-host, the man full of wisdom and bars, Doc E in the
What's
place.
up, people? What's up? Good, good.
What's up, y'all? So listen, as always, as I'm looking away, y'all know I'm trying to share this. I'm sharing this. If y'all seeing this, share it, share it. Guys, we have a special guest tonight. I know y'all saw the flyer. I met this awesome woman at a event that Mr. Adam McNeil threw. So we're gonna bring her on a little bit later after we get through all this stuff. But first up to bed, as usual, it is the spirit check with your girl, me, mommy. Boom. My spirit. Okay. My spirit is
Breathe.
it's my spirit okay. And I know we're gonna talk about this tonight. You know, we got the verdict in or whatever. My spirit's a little is it doesn't feel like a victory. We're gonna talk about that, but my spirit is okay. And I'm feeling good. We got a great guest. I got a great co-host. We got a great show. Doc, how's your spirit?
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm just numb. I'm just numb. Not that I was shocked about the verdict, but we'll get into that a little later. But I'm just numb.
Absolutely. And everybody that's watching, I see y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Please put your spirit checks in the comments. Let us know that you here. If you don't want to put your spirit check up there, put the 215. Let us know you repping Philly. So yeah, our spirits is where they is. Please put your spirits in the comments. So we're gonna move on and groove on because we got a lot to go into. So what we got up next? It's the news you can use with Doc E in a place to be. Doc.
Absolutely. I got a lot to run through. I'm gonna try to unpack it as best I can. First of all, I'm starting. I usually start in Washington and run through the states and kind of bring it home. This is kind of it's not after the fact, but it's something we need to be aware of. If any of you are familiar with Maxine Waters, she's a very outspoken congresswoman. I think she's in California. And prior to a couple of days ago, she had attended a Black Lives Matter uh, rally, demanding that activists need, if in fact he was found, not guilty, that demanding that activists get more confrontational. Her exact quote was, "I hope we get a verdict that says guilty, guilty, guilty. If we don't, we cannot go away. We need to stay on the street. We need to get more active. We need to get more confrontation. And we need to make sure that they know that we mean business." So that's being interpreted as inciting a riot, as the Orange Man kind of descended his minions onto the Capitol.
Of
So
course.
there are trying to remove her from Congress because of her actions. And one of the reasons I brought it up is because this thing ain't over. So just keep Maxine Waters in your prayers because we definitely need her, in Congress.
Absolutely.
I rooted around. I wanted to see what Uncle Joe had to say about this verdict because him and Auntie Kamala, they've been kind of like MIA, kind of missing in action, so to speak.
Mhm.
Uncle Joe called the verdict of the trial a step forward, but also said that the nation still has to reckon with systemic racism in all walks of life, including policing. And said that the guilty verdict is much too rare, and not enough. Um, So once again, I mean, this is the type of thing where, one of his four parts agenda was to deal with criminal justice reform. I haven't heard anything toward that. Something like once he appointed his attorney general, he's going to start moving forward on that. But I'm hoping coming out of this trial that, we see some more sort of traction on that.
Mhm.
This one I call All Hell No, Gone but Not Forgotten. The Orange Man. Donald Trump on Monday said he is very seriously considering running in 2024.
Oh God.
They said he couldn't talk about it for legal reasons, but he is considering it very, very seriously. So stay tuned.
I'm gonna hold my breath. Mm.
The next one, this is a little crazy, so kind of stick with me because it's a little confusing. On Monday, April 19th, the United States Supreme Court refused to hear appeals on a federal law that would see a lifetime ban from buying a gun if you were convicted of a non-violent crime. Non-violent. So basically, what happened is, turns out back in the 80s, a man pleaded guilty for making, smuggling, and selling bootleg cassettes. As part of his sentence, he was prohibited from owning a gun for the rest of his life. He challenged the ban, but this ruling effectively dashes any changes for him owning a firearm ever. So the Supreme Court refused to overturn it. I apologize, I don't have the actual state in which this case originated, but these are the laws that are beginning to change. And we'll see more and more of that coming out of this Chavin trial, how laws are changing and how they are kind of gearing up to kind of limit restrictions and ramp up. If you happen to be in the state of, I think it is Wyoming, and you need a new roof for your home or business, you get a free gift.
Hmm.
You want to guess what it is?
Not really.
Wiggins Construction is offering a free AR-15 rifle with every new home or commercial roof. Get a new roof, get your rifle.
Do y'all?
And okay.
Go ahead, Doc. I'm a hold on, Doc. Go
All right. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but it's worth mentioning again. In Florida, they have passed a law that if people are protesting and you're in your car, you can run them down and not be charged.
What? Hold on.
Yep.
Hold on. I got to come on the camera. What?
Yep. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed an anti-riot bill that grants civil immunity to drivers who hit protesters and protect police budgets from being cut.
Mm, mm, mm.
If you're driving in your car, you turn the corner and people out there acting the fool, you can mow them down and not be charged. Going to Perth Amboy, New Jersey. I don't know if you know about Perth Amboy, but in this little town of Perth Amboy, if you have a bicycle, two-wheeler, it must be registered with the popo. Let me repeat again. If you have a bicycle in Perth Amboy, New Jersey, it must be registered with the police.
Oh God.
So what happened in Perth Amboy? A group of 5 African-American young men riding their bikes
I saw that. I didn't know what that
got
was.
stopped, got pulled over by the police. They took their bikes and arrested them. The boys was like, we ain't even from around here.
Right. I
Took their
saw
bikes and arrested them.
I seen like the come on people.
This is what they're doing. I'm telling you, this ain't over. That's why I'm numb. This is not over. National Guard was in town, for the fallout of the Chavin verdict, just in case it went, he was innocent and people wow out. They're in town. I'm not sure how much longer they're going to be in town since he was found guilty. Maybe, they're not feeling as though there is needed as much, but we will stay soon on this. We'll stay tuned on that. A woman in West Philly was found with a gun disguised as a cell phone. Disguised it during a routine traffic stop over some tinted windows. The type of gun she got caught with was from a manufacturer called Ideal Concealer. These guns have been on the market for about 5 years now. So check your cell phone. Might be a gun. I got 2 reports on sex trafficking because we've been dealing with that with Bigger Dre.
Yeah, shout out to Big Dre.
So let's see. There were 4 men in Philadelphia who were arrested and charged in 2 separate incidents with sex trafficking of minors. And Adams, whose self-professed nickname is John Adams.
Mm-hmm.
His nickname is Captain Saberho.
Shut the front door.
So he's accused of trafficking two minors during approximately 3 weeks in multiple locations in Philadelphia.
Mm.
There was another one. Where did I put it? Oh, they were saying that on cars, people are putting like white W's, and
Mm-hmm.
they say that's a sign of like tracking your car, where it goes, that type of thing. So they think that may be a sign. I don't know. They put it on your car. I don't know how they track your car later, but you check your car. If you got a white W on your car, you ain't put it there. You need to get it off.
That's crazy.
Um, as we know, the verdict has come down. Derek Chauvin, guilty on all three charges. And I'm numb because it does not take away from the hundreds of thousands of other people who have died at the hands of police. Police brutality, shootings, killings are not going to stop, as we have seen since the Floyd case. Matter of fact, hold on a second. Give me a second. This just in. This just in. I apologize for the delay.
Take your time, Doc. It's the news they can use.
All right. This is from Sean King, my man Sean King. He has a podcast called The Breakdown. If you get a chance, check him out. As the verdict was coming down in Minneapolis, police in from when as the verdict was coming down in Minneapolis, police in Columbus, Ohio, shot and killed a 15-year-old girl. Neighbor said she called the police because she was being assaulted and that police shot her almost as soon as they pulled up. The family tells the person who was fatally shot by Columbus police was a 15-year-old Malika Bryant. They said she called the cops for help because the girls were fighting outside her house. So right around the time the verdict came out in Minneapolis, Columbus, in Ohio,
They killed.
shot and killed a 15-year-old girl. So folks, this ain't gonna stop. I mean, it's entrenched in the system, and it's just gonna keep going.
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That's just
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we are only hopeful that things will change, but we've seen this movie before.
yeah.
Rodney King was 30 years ago, um, and the beat goes on. So we find a little joy and relief, that Derek Chauvin um, is found guilty. But tomorrow, next week, next month, it's back to business as usual.
Absolutely. Like ain't nothing ever happened. And that's the problem. Hold on, y'all.
No. Let me
So
share one last thing with you because somebody sent me something. I just want to I want to share what I wrote back. All right. This is from me. I find no solace in the guilty verdict of Derek Chauvin. In doing so, I forget those that were enslaved, those that chose the ocean over slavery, the true meaning of the creation of this nation and who it was intended for. For all those in ongoing atrocities in this guilty verdict is a mere appeasement for our people. What will be done to police the police? What will be done to stop the systemic racism, mass incarceration, exploitation of our people? The verdict is in. The system will go back to business as usual. This is just a hiccup.
those is facts, Doc. And you know what's crazy? Yesterday at work they had the trial on in the break room. And it was so funny because I looked over at another table and the young lady sitting there, she did the same thing I did. We put both of our earbuds in and focused on our phone. And they had it up at like it was at a volume for you to hear, and I've been there for a week and the TV has never been that loud. You know what I mean? So like today when it came out that the verdict would be told at 4:30, they sent out a message like, because of the verdict nobody stayed later than 5.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going to complete my whole day, no biggie. But coming home in Chappelle, we were listening to the verdict. it didn't feel like a victory. It didn't feel like a victory to me. It felt like a, okay, here y'all go. You know what I mean? Like, here you go. Y'all
Hmm.
happy. You know what I mean? But in a couple weeks, he gonna appeal it. I just didn't feel like that was a win for us.
Right.
I really didn't feel like that was a win for us. So,
Right.
and anybody that's listening, that's watching, like, if that's how you're feeling, we get it. But that doesn't mean that we don't stop there. We have to keep
No.
going, we have to keep fighting, we have to keep protesting, we have to keep rallying, we have to keep speaking up and speaking out. That's it. And I understand, what Auntie said, and I don't think she was trying to invoke violence. I think she meant it in a way just like keep standing your ground regardless. You know,
Right. Right.
that's something that we have to do because we get real lackadaisical when we something goes our way. You know what I mean? We just don't want to put any more effort into it, and we can't do that. Like we can't
Right.
do that when it comes to our lives anymore. And I'll say this one thing before we move on. I was in Boston Market. I went to lunch yesterday, and when I went in, it was a few people like waiting, and like it was like some confusion happening in the front. So a shout out to everybody that just joined in. Thank y'all for coming. So it was a older lady, African American lady in front of me. And it was a I don't know her race. She was a fair skinned woman standing in front of her.
Right.
They were just saying, manager had gotten to an altercation with the cashier and they were in the back arguing. So, and they were like, yeah, people wanted their money back, so forth and so on. So, I said, we just got to do better, as people. So the older African American lady turned around to me and she was like, yeah, we do. And she was like, man, I sure hope they wasn't. And she rubbed her face. And I say, yeah, I said, I get it. I said, we all need to do better. I said, even though we at the top of the totem pole, we all need to do better. And the fair skinned woman turned around and was like, it doesn't matter. I said, first of all, miss, wasn't talking to you.
Right.
Secondly, as
Right.
I just stated to her, it doesn't matter the race, but because this race is at the top of
Hmm.
the totem pole, it does matter because we have to be more mindful of what we do. And I just, I gave it a, you got to stare at people till they look away.
Right.
And I went back to, Auntie talking to her, you know what I mean? So when the lady left out, I told you, have a good day. You have a good day. And the other lady, the black lady, was like, yeah, have a good day. Listen, we not angry people. You know?
No.
And then she turned around and told the two guys, I'm gonna pray for y'all. I said, that's the best thing. That's the best thing
Hmm.
I heard all day. You know what I mean? We got to. We have to. We have to do better. We have to
Right.
do better.
Right.
Like, it's crazy. But listen, let's address the unrest. It is what it is. I don't feel like that was a victory at all. That verdict was not a victory.
Time will tell.
Yes,
Things will go on, like you said. They'll file the appeal, and they'll kind of go through it, and eventually get to the sentencing. But you bring up a good point. Andrea, we can't take our foot off the gas. We still got to continue to do what we do and improve ourselves.
yep.
And it's definitely not a victory in the homicide rate this year in Philadelphia.
It's not.
That ain't touching that in there a bit.
It's like a small step. It is a small step, but it really does not feel like a victory. But I appreciate the small step, you know. It's better that than no step at all.
Right.
I mean, so
And not only that, I hope it's a wake up call because basically had the verdict went the other way, it would have been we probably would have been chaos, madness, and a whole bunch of foul stuff. But I hope our elected officials and people just in general, see this as a moment to kind of regroup and say, okay, where do we go from here? What do we do? What do we need to do? What do we
absolutely,
need to do to get our stuff together? Heck with what they do. What are we gonna do about
absolutely. We got to do something, y'all.
it? Right?
So, on a lighter note, people, we got us a
Right.
dope guest about to appear. So, because in light of National Black Women's Month, because we still celebrating that all April, because it's Black women, we wear a lot of hats. Okay, we do a lot. We multitask out the. Y'all know where I'm going. I'm working on my cousin. I'm working on my cousin. Not so.
That's okay.
I got a little, because it's Black Women's Month. I wanted to give this queen an intro because that's what's happening. And I hope the StreamYard commercials ain't coming through like they always do. So let's get this quick intro for this queen because, and I hope it please, it's National Black Women's Month. And this y'all trying to give me the worst. All right, y'all. As usual, YouTube does not want to play the song.
Of course not.
So that's fine, YouTube. It's absolutely okay. You don't have to do this for me. Well, anyway, since they won't let us come in, I'll just introduce her myself. We have an also awesome guest. I met this young lady at an event hosted by Mr. Adam McNeil. She is the founder of the Facebook group Philly Moms Helping Moms. She's got over 36,000 followers. I think I've been part of her group since 2018. I didn't even know. So like when I met her, it was just like I was like kind of starstruck. It was so awesome. She does a lot of great things. She had a lot of nice product. Okay, so we're gonna bring up the most, and I'm gonna put her picture up here for y'all. The awesome and the beautiful Miss Sharita Jones Brown. Hello, Queen. Are you there? We be talking a lot. I'm sorry.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for
Um,
coming. We absolutely thank you for being here. I'm trying to do a little edit thing right here to
I got you. I
get this
got you.
picture up here. But thank you for coming,
Oh,
guys.
you're welcome.
Thank you for coming, guys. Thank y'all for being here for Miss Sharita Jones Brown. Doc, I think this is the first time this is an introduction, but Miss Sharita, please know Doc got some great questions. So as usual, we
It's
thank
okay.
everybody for being
Mhm.
here and we are going to get into this interview so we can introduce you to our friends. Um so where's my
Okay.
picture? There it is. So we just gonna show you. They not gonna see us. They just gonna see you. So, tell us.
I've been up. I've been up since 4 o'clock. My day is usually ended by like 8:30. I'm usually in bed right now, so sorry
Oh my
guys.
God!
And I work
Thank
from
you
home,
so
so y'all
much.
know how that is.
Yes, thank you so much for coming. We appreciate that, and we know how naps are important, and so is sleep. So, because we have so much to cover throughout this show, we're not gonna keep you long because I want you to be well rested.
Hmm.
So, could you please tell our
Oh, you're
friend
fine.
who you are and what you do, and a little bit about Philly Moms Helping Moms.
Okay. Well, I started my group in 2015. It wasn't supposed to be this big. Don't ask me how it happened, but it just happened.
That's
What we
God.
do in Philly Moms, we do a whole lot. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be like that. It started off just helping one person, and then it turned
Right.
into thousands of other people. But what we do is we help mothers. Not, well, I'm not even going to just say mothers. We help anyone in the community. We basically are children.
Mm.
Pretty much with like food, clothing, resources, a support. Pretty much if you name it, we do it. So
Absolutely.
you can say like these are my sisters. They're not just my Philly moms. They are my sisters. They are my family. When they hurt, I hurt. When they're going
Yeah,
through something, I'm going through something. So it's just that's how we are.
that's
So
so
we're a
true.
team. So yeah. So it's not like there's certain people that I actually like. I ain't even gonna say certain people, but when I log on in morning time, I look for them. Like if
Right.
they not
You
there,
feel your
it's just not.
audience.
It's just
Yep.
not right.
Yep. You feel your
So
people.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I love my Philly moms.
That's so cool. And I've been a part of that group since December 2018. And I know just going in and out of that group, like y'all do, like if I'm gonna tell y'all if somebody needs something, they be on it in that group. Okay, let somebody put up a post that they need something.
Absolutely.
Excuse me, like they kids missing something, like they be on it. That post be shared. It be so many comments in there. You can't even like. It's been so many different times they had to cut the comments off, and I'm not even joking. Am I
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
I've seen times
Absolutely the truth. Yeah. Yeah.
like y'all
Mhm.
had to like stop the
Yeah.
donations. You know what I mean? Like so,
Oh
this
yeah. All the
is
time.
so awesome. Yes. How is that? How does it feel like
Yeah.
to know that your purpose
Uh,
was to just reach one and you got
um.
36? 2,000. I checked that number.
Yeah, and
She got
and it's not
30,000.
just Philly. I mean, majority of them are from Philly, but we have some in LA. We got some down south. Like a lot of them relocated and just spread the
Right,
word where they're at, and they just started
right.
joining. So yeah, and another thing I like wanted a mom. Like I'm like, hey, you in Jersey? Why don't you start Jersey Moms and we can have like a retreat? But it's like it's hard to
Yeah,
reach out to people. Like start a group where you at so we can connect. But it's just
no,
it's
that's
kind of
so
hard,
deep.
and it's not easy running Philly Moms. It's
Yeah,
very it's a lot.
it is.
It's not easy at all because like we deal with stuff behind scenes that a lot of people don't know that we do. We
Mhm,
deal with suicidal
mm.
calls. We deal with moms that want to throw their babies out the window, or my boyfriend about to kill
Ooh,
me, or is a lot that goes on behind scenes. But I have about 6 admins that work under me, so
mm.
I'm not just running this whole group by myself. I have them running because I also work a regular job. So
Shout
and
out
also have a side
to
hustle.
you.
I do this, I do that. So I
Yeah,
can't do this by myself. So I do have a team behind me, and thank God for them because if it wasn't for them, I'll be going crazy. But
yes.
so yeah, it's a lot that we do behind the scenes. That it is a private group, just so women can be open and discuss pretty much anything they have going on.
Mhm.
And a lot of times it's like like even myself or anybody, it's like when you have something that's going on in your life and you want to talk about it, you 9 out of 10 they're going to talk to a stranger because a stranger's not going to know your background. They're not going to judge you. They're
Right,
not going to tell you you're wrong, you're stupid.
right.
So it's like, they come to that group to be, to talk about pretty much a lot of stuff that goes on in their life. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Mhm.
Some of the stuff I'm like, wait, I'm not going to approve that because I feel like you should need to talk to me behind the scenes.
Right.
But
And
that's
one thing
basically what it is. Yeah,
and one thing I know for sure, like one thing they do, the admins in that group, they do not play that disrespectful stuff. Like they will shut you down
nope.
and shut you up in 2.3 seconds. You will not be disrespecting no queens in that group. You won't be coming for nobody. You better not be sharing no comments in other groups because it's like
Mm-mm.
they the FBI, they find it.
Mm-mm.
I think people be emailing them like
Oh
somebody check
yeah,
your
no. Eh, What's crazy is people do report like our group is a no selling group. Like even myself, a
right,
lot of my members don't know that I have a business on the side because I feel like if I'm able to do something, then they able to do it. I'm just fair.
right,
Like if
right.
I'm gonna make money out of Philly Moms, I want to try to make money, but that's not what I do. We keep it separate. So we do have another group. It's called Helping Each Other Grow, and with that group
Nice.
is you able to broadcast your business and get different businesses and stuff that you might need.
I'm in that
But
group too.
oh, Help Each Other Grow, yeah. So yeah, it's not easy, but it's there, and I appreciate it.
And
So
he's
I really,
doing it. And Doc, see,
yeah.
Doc, because I know Doc writing down some really good questions. So I hope you're ready. Like Doc questions is like they're going to be life. Like he really makes you think about it. But I did have, and we're going to talk. I do want you to let everybody know about your business as well. And I don't want you to like, as I know you're everything that happens is like confidential. Like I'm telling you, like they do not play in this group. So like my question to
Mm-mm.
you, what was no, because then it'll be like you're telling somebody's story. Because it's like one of those things. Because like you said, y'all deal with
Tell it,
different.
like
Like what
telling
would
someone,
you
like I can give you a sample. What was your question?
like? Because you made mention of like the suicide thing and the moms. Being a mom is a lot. So you have some of the moms like I'm feeling like throwing my
Hmm.
child away. Like what are your steps to deal with that? I think that's the easier way to say it. Like what are your steps to deal with
Okay,
those?
so
Go ahead.
like basically our scenario that we we do. Okay, so behind scenes, we have a group chat with all my admins, and like, it's crazy, but we message throughout the whole night. Like I'll wake
Hmm.
up to like 10 messages. I'll wake up to maybe three.
Hmm.
So my inbox is steady going off. So a lot of times when the moms are they have to get their post approved in order for them to post it because we don't allow disrespects. We don't allow baby daddy talk
Right.
downs and stuff like that because we're not a gossip group. So when it comes to like suicidal, they'll actually like messages like, "Hey, I'm going." Like we had one girl, she was saying how she was being abused by her boyfriend, and her son was there, and he was threatening to kill her. So I'm like, what area you at? Because my admins, they live throughout the whole, Philadelphia. We all in different
Mhm.
areas. So I'm like, she's like, I'm in West Philly. I'm like, all right, I have an admin that's in West Philly. So I reach out to my admin. I'm like, hey, can you get out there to her? And man, mind you, we're not police officers, we're not social
Right,
workers. We're just a Facebook group. A support
right,
group. So yeah, so our thing is to actually like give them resources like, hey, make these phone calls or we'll reach out to different agencies and let them know what we're dealing with.
mhm,
And in that case, my admin was like, you know what? I'm not waiting on nobody. I'm just gonna get there.
right,
She went there and she kind of like, knocked on the door. The boyfriend was upset at her, but I told her don't go there without us. But my admin,
yeah.
they don't play around with their
Listen,
moms.
listen,
So
and the
yeah,
thing
so
about
it's like
that is
sometimes
the time is crucial. That
yeah,
time
yeah, you can't wait, and sometimes it's still crazy. Oh, the cops will say, "Go downtown and get this and file this and file that." Like nobody has time to wait for that. A lot of them get killed over there. We have lost a few moms over stuff like that. So it was like we're not going to continue to wait for y'all. That's the whole purpose of the group. It's like there's moms that's in domestic violence situations. We cannot wait for y'all to tell them to go down there and get this paperwork done,
right,
and then wait 10 days for a court date. They already be dead.
right.
So it's like
Right.
we're going to try to help you. We reach out to different agencies, like, hey, they could come here, they could do this. We even had one of my admins that moved a whole family.
Nice.
So
See,
it's like
man,
it's like
listen,
we can't.
y'all. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I be so hype about stuff like this because people need to know that it's
No,
things
you
like
okay?
out here.
Yeah.
You know what I
So
mean?
it's like we can't wait on the system to tell. That's the whole purpose too. Is like the system is going to give us. They're going to go by the book. Listen, we can't go by the book right now. This is an emergency. What can we do right now?
Right.
What can we do right now? Because we can't wait till Monday. It's Friday afternoon. We need something done right now. So
Mm-mm.
yeah, so there's
Yeah.
different resources for that. We reach out to many people, but
That's
yeah, that's our protocol. And I try to tell my admins and myself like don't put us in a situation in our situation where we can lose our life,
right.
But it's
Absolutely.
different. It's a whole lot of different scenarios. Like we done took there's times when mom's like I'm about to throw my baby out the window. All right, so what's we gonna do? We gonna call
Right.
anybody in the group. This is when it comes critical. Anybody in the group near this address, can y'all get there right now? And like a mom be like,
Right.
I'm on my way there right now, and we have done that. But yeah, it's a lot.
That's good. That's dope
It's a
that y'all
lot.
do that. But I
We
see
just
Doc.
can't wait for the system.
Absolutely. But I'm gonna let Doc go ahead and ask his questions. I'm playing around because I'm sharing while we doing this because these numbers for these viewers is going up. So I'm sharing and sharing. So go ahead, Doc. Well,
Absolutely. Well, first of all, pleasure to meet you. Thanks for coming on Philly Unfiltered.
Thank
Awesome work
you.
that you're doing. I just need to back up a little bit. I
Thank you.
mean, what prompted all this to even begin? I'm just completely blown away with moms. Period. I mean, being a mom is a full time job and really like 20 jobs in one, let alone starting a venture like this. So, what prompted this move for Philly moms helping moms?
Can you hear? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh wait, I think my I can't hear you. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Hello.
okay.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I don't know why I can't hear you, but let me try and
Okay.
plug my headphones back in. I think that's the case.
That's fine. We sit here patiently waiting
Good.
because they be trying it. So and even down with the I don't even know why YouTube
I don't know
playing.
why. Hello.
We can hear you.
Hello.
It sounds like it's going in and out. Hold on.
Oh no.
Yeah, I really can't. Yeah, I can't hear that good. It's like big.
Oh
Can you
no.
hear? Can you hear me now? I don't think she can hear me.
Yeah, I don't.
One minute. You can hear me?
We can hear you.
See, I can hear. See, I can hear y'all, but you sound like you going in and out. Hold on. I don't
You
know
want to
why
come
it's
out
like
and come back?
that. Hold on. Hold on a bit. Let me see if it's my. I don't know why it's going there. Hold on. I'm gonna plug my earpods.
Okay. Everything. Everything trying to get
All
us.
right, I'm back.
That's okay. Okay.
You can hear us now?
I can hear you. Yeah, it was my earpods. I'm sorry.
That's
Okay.
fine.
I got
Can
the
you hear
old
me?
ones, y'all. Like, yeah, I hear you.
Sometimes the old ones is the best one.
Right?
Yeah, I got the old ones.
It's fine. But so you can go ahead if you wanted to go ahead and answer that.
Okay. So yeah. So growing up, my oldest sister, she's the co-founder. Her name is Rita. She actually, I have 9 siblings. So my sister, we got 9 sisters, all girls. So my sister actually like took care of us growing up. 'Cause after my father, he got killed when we was very young. So my
Mhm.
sister stepped up and took custody of us and took care of us. So in the process, like, I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to be without. I knew what it's like to be, you know, just somebody trying to make it happen.
Mhm.
So at like 16, I had my first child. So I was a teen mom. So I didn't want to put the
Mhm.
pressure on my sister. So I ended up like moving out, getting my own. I went to school. I did everything I had to do. So in school, we had a program called Elect Program. And I had met this young lady. We were both teen moms, and we started getting really close. And as we got older, we kind of like separate. But I always knew this young lady for having stuff. I never seen her struggle. I never seen her go through anything. And I seen her one day put on Facebook that I can't believe my kid's not going to have Christmas. And I'm like, hold up, wait, what you mean your kid's not going to have Christmas? What are you going through? And
Mhm.
I was like, you know what? Let me call my sister. I didn't tell her this, but I was like, let me call my sisters up and see what we can do. So I called my sisters up, like, yeah. They all start sending money to me. We all went shopping together. I got the sizes for the kids. And on Christmas Eve, I called and I'm like, listen, we're going to come. Me and my siblings want to drop off some stuff. And I was like, I just don't want the kids to see it because I wanted them to believe it came from you. And
Mhm.
she was just like, okay. So we got there. I guess she was expecting us to have like 2 or 3 things. We actually had, her house was filled with stuff. Like she
Nice.
had pretty much more than enough. So at that point, I told my sister, like, I think we should just continue this. So we started like feeding the homeless. We started doing little things. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start a group because this is something I really enjoy doing. So when I first started the group, it was only like maybe a hundred of us. And then throughout the months, we started doing more. Like we started doing trips for the kids. We all started going to like Sahara Sam's and meeting up at Smith Playground. And we started doing little events for the kids. And it just grew. It just kept
Mhm.
growing and growing and growing. Yeah, so it's just that's basically how it started. So it's just became really, really big. So
Right. So basically,
what
it's
is
just
about to
like
be
a.
anyway?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you
she
mentioned that
keep
it
growing.
wasn't supposed to be it wasn't that big. It just kept growing and growing and
It's
growing.
just and it's keep growing. Now we're like I'm like, you know what? All right, let's make an Instagram page. It took us many years to make an Instagram page. I'm like, all right, I don't know if I have time for Instagram, but I'm gonna make it. So I made it, and it's just growing as well. So I'm like, all right,
See, I be feeling
we'll
like
just
that
keep
about
it
Philly
moving.
Unfiltered. Like I be feel I and we right when this we getting there.
Mhm.
We gonna get
So
there.
you
Yeah,
mentioned that your day
it'll grow
starts
over.
at.
You'll see. It'll grow overnight.
Absolutely. Go
I'm
ahead,
sorry.
Doc.
Sharita, you mentioned that your day usually starts at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yes,
Walk us
I
through what's a
am
typical day
a
from
mother of
4 o'clock to
five.
8 o'clock at night. Okay.
Okay, I am a mother of five. My oldest is 20. He's in college. He's home now because of the corona. And I have 4 boys and 1 girl. So, they're homeschooling. And I was lucky enough to have a job that I actually work at home, but I also go into the office once a week. So at 4 o'clock, and I'm married as well. So my husband gets up at 4 o'clock for work. So I get up,
It's
I
hot.
get my day started just so I can have some quiet time. I'll go onto the computer, check my emails, and make sure everything's ready. And I also run my business at home.
Mm.
So I'm making sure my orders is ready. I'm making sure all my new orders is ready to be shipped out, and I'm taking I'm taking new orders as I'm getting other orders ready. So and then I clock in for work, my 9 to 5 job. I ain't gonna even call it my 9 to 5 because sometimes it could be 9 to 7.
Mm.
So I clock in around 8 o'clock every morning. I am a accountant, so I do payroll for my company.
Oh, nice.
So my day finished usually around, yeah. So my day finished usually around maybe like 5:36. So at that point, the kids are still home with me. So I'm in the middle of teaching, of getting my daughter ready for school and getting my son. My youngest son is 3, so he's not in school. So he's a mommy this, mommy that all day long.
Oh my God.
In the
Yeah,
mix
that's
of
a
us
lot.
going to
Jeez.
school and working. Yeah. So once I clock out of work, I go right into my business and do my work. So
Right.
and whatever time I'm ready to shut that computer down, I shut it down. I
Absolutely.
shut it down because the only. So
Oh,
yeah, that's my day.
You
that's
mentioned that you have a team that you work with. How did you start developing the team? Because you have at some point you have to kind of delegate. You can't be everywhere. And so how did that come to place and kind of deciding who does what, who's the best person?
Hold on
Those
one
stuff.
moment. Sorry, one moment.
look, she always busy,
It's
y'all.
going in and out, in and out. It's like not today, Sharita.
Oh my God.
It's like not today. You need to log off today, Sharita. That's what my iPod's is telling me. I'm on them all day. That's probably why.
You probably have
Right.
to charge them. It's probably charging time.
I think I need new ones at this point.
Oh. So,
Hold on.
all right, Doc. So we can get no. Never say we
I
get
don't. I think the only way I can listen to this is if I have my AirPods on into this
okay.
podcast. It doesn't work if I don't
Okay.
have my AirPods on. All right, so I'm back.
My question was about your team, developing your team. You mentioned that you have a team
hmm
that you work with. How did they kind of come into play, and how did you figure out who was best for what particular division or part of
Um,
your what you were
That's a
doing?
good question.
my like I said, my sister, she's the co-founder, so she's part of the team as well. But everyone else came out of the group. I seen how they, engaged with other moms, how they was active, how respectful they were. What they, some of them came from a different type of background where they, I had some that worked on like daycares, they're social workers and stuff like that. So their background alone is like, hey, I could do this. But they don't get paid for this. They do this for free. So it's
Mhm.
like, that's basically where they came from. They came from Philly moms. They all Philly moms. They know what it's like. Also, I didn't want to pick nobody outside of the group because if you don't know what the group is like, because it's a lot of stuff you gotta pay attention to.
Right.
Right,
You gotta pay
right.
attention to like the ones that's there for the wrong reasons. You gotta pay attention to the ones that's there for gossip. The ones that think that it's like a spice gang. You gotta pay attention to all that little stuff. So I basically picked the ones that I know that was there for the right reasons. And lucky, I think
Yeah,
I picked the right ones. They've
they
been
don't play.
pretty good. We don't always agree with each other. Oh no, they don't always agree with me. You know, they think sometimes I'm too serious, and sometimes I'm just like, all right, just let them be. They're like,
Mm.
no, you need to stop being like that. So yeah, they're like my sisters now. We've been together for so long now. They're like my sisters. Yeah, they're
Well,
part of my
that
family.
well,
So
well, that's the
that's
perfect
where they
team. I
came
mean,
from.
you don't need 20 yes people.
Right.
Everybody, they're always going to
Yes,
challenge you and
absolutely,
help you grow, and you find out what people's strengths are, and you kind of all grow together at that point. But you
absolutely.
also
Yeah, it
but you
wasn't
also
easy,
doing
but
your
yeah.
right, and you have to be open to kind of surround yourself with people that know a lot more than you in certain areas. So you can kind of
Absolutely.
direct them to that person, and be confident
hmm
that that person, number one, can handle it, and you gain that trust, because like you said, you pulled your people from the group, so you already had a chance to see how they act, how they interact, what their work ethic is at that point. So
Absolutely.
that's the perfect feeding ground for building your team as well.
We have to take our little mental breaks too. And I'm like, hey, listen, for the month of July, y'all will not hear from me.
Mhm.
And they know that's like my birthday month, so I'll be going. So they like, hey, we're only gonna contact you if it's an emergency. So yeah, I have a great team.
So
Yeah.
what are you doing in July?
I'm sorry.
So what are you doing in July?
Would I travel?
Okay. All right.
I
Okay.
travel because we used to do a lot of like before Corona had hit. We used to do a lot of like we do a mommy trip where none of us know each other. We just go on a trip. Like we don't
Okay.
know each
Right.
other
Right.
at all. We just pack our stuff up and we go travel. So it's like that was good too. So we used to do that with the kids. We did it with the moms. So it was
Right.
a lot
Right.
better back then. Yeah, so
Okay.
That's
All
awesome.
right.
that was my July trip.
That's a good idea, Doc, because your birthday in May. We might have to take May off. Both my kids' birthdays in May. That's a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Might have to take
Listen,
May off. They see us in June.
especially with
Mhm.
everything that's going on, you gotta spend that, you gotta get that mental break because
Yes,
I be needing this sometimes, and I know it's with everything that's going on, it's good to do that. You need
absolutely.
that
Yeah.
mental break.
Yep. And we always got to check on our strong friends. So, guys, it is
Oh
9:50.
yeah.
Is it? And we gonna Doc. You got any more questions before we?
No, that's what I got right now.
Okay, so Doc, he done with them good questions. So Sharita, before we end the show, because we usually end with our community superhero shout outs and our entrepreneur shout outs. And since we have an awesome entrepreneur already on this show, could you please tell everybody if you have any events coming up, let them know where they can find you. And also please share your business. And I could not I'm so irked because I had my shirt ready, empowered women, empowered women. And I was like so hyped, like this is gonna be so dope because I'm feeling real African princess. Like my girlfriend, shout out to Sabira Gordon. She gave me like this no. I always wanted like a nose ring, but I seen her with the oh my
That
god.
is real cute.
Thank you. And I feel and I just I don't know. I just feel different. Like she got my waist beads. I'm not gonna show y'all my belly. I got my waist beads. So,
Okay,
you
yes.
know, and she does the ankle bracelets, the one that connect from your toe to your ankle. I don't even
Wow.
put my
Okay.
shoes on. I've been walking around the house like shoeless. You know,
You're
so
gonna get all tangled. You're gonna get all tangled up.
I know. I don't want to be thinking like Jada in August. I don't want that. But yeah, shout out to Sabira Garden for that. And again, Sharita, just let them know if you got anything coming up where they can find your business stuff. Just let them know where to find you.
uh, I have a business. It's called Crafty and Cute. What I do is I customize T-shirts, wine glasses. I make earrings. It's a lot that I do. You can find me on Instagram. It's Crafty and Cute. My events for Philly moms, we have a women empowerment event. It's gonna be like a bunch of vendors. We have a lot of speakers. We're gonna give out. We want to maybe have serve some food, probably have some drinks, but it's gonna be just a whole women event, and it's going to be in June. We're looking for June 5th. Right now, it hasn't been confirmed. We're waiting on someone to actually get back to us, so we can confirm the date. But
Nice.
yes, that's the event we have. And we also have it's a TikTok party going on in August. The first week of August is going to be a back to school event for the kids. And we also want to have a barbecue. I'm just not sure what date we going to go with that yet as well. So
Can't
yeah,
wait.
that's the events I have going on for
It's
Philly
June
moms.
events. Okay. I want to be there. Okay. I want to be at both of them.
Yes, absolutely,
Oh,
absolutely.
that's so
Yeah, we're
awesome.
gonna have some dope people there. It's gonna be all that.
To believe it because she got some
Some dope
dope stuff.
vendors there.
She really got some dope stuff.
Thank you.
Anisha Benelli, she says you're Huru Queen. Hey, 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 Queen. Anisha, we definitely gotta get Anisha back on here.
I can't see the comments, but hey.
So yeah, so you guys, y'all heard that. It's crafty and cute. She is on Facebook, Instagram. She got t-shirts, customized t-shirts, wine glasses, earrings. She got the sunglass face mask. She ain't mentioned that because I seen them today. And I'm in
Oh.
amber with the because they're like the color to keep the sun out.
Hmm.
The ones, not just the clear ones, y'all, with the glasses and the mask to cover your face.
So
I
that it don't fog up. Yeah.
Right,
Yep.
right, right.
Hmm.
It's so
I don't
awesome.
really like them, but
People
Oh,
be buying them. People be
my
buying them.
kid just got some. He
you
said
know
the
how it
jerseys.
fogs up? It doesn't fog up.
Right, right. That'd be the part right there. That'd
Yeah.
be the part right there. But yeah, Sharita, thank you so much for coming to the show. You can stick around for these last few parts. We're gonna give our community
You're
super
welcome.
hero and shiro shout outs, and then we're gonna end this great show because Petit Picasso got a job now, y'all. So I can't be talking till like 10:30, 11. I'm like Sharita, I get up like four. I try to get up like 4:35 because I need to get up before my whole house. Like I need time to
Oh yeah,
myself. I
absolutely.
haven't been
Mhm.
successful. Um, 7 is the latest, and I gotta be working 8:30. So you know. But we're gonna do our quick community superhero shout outs. And before we do that, guys, we absolutely want to give this man a quick moment of silence. Yes, the verdict was guilty, 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 but still, it. I don't think that's enough. That's just my personal opinion. So we're gonna give us a quick moment of silence to Mr. George Floyd. And for everybody else we lost, man. But that's just relevant right now because of what's going on. Next up, shout out to Bigger Dre, eschatology, that PSA that be happening, bring our girls back. And Doc made mention of the human trafficking situation that's happening in Philly. And Bigger Dre, he talks about that. That's his whole thing. That's his movement. You know what I'm saying? So, like, bro, if you see this, like, no, your work is not going in vain. Like, listen, they need you out here, so keep going. We also got our magazine from Mr. George Wiley Cephas, Hurt Heal Grow, Healing the Black Community. Please hit him up if you doing something positive, because I know he would love to have, you know, people in the magazine doing great things. We have so many. Here he is, George Wiley Cephas. Mr. Adam McNeil, he had a 420 party. Shout out to everybody that's 420 friendly. Happy 420 to you. Mr. Adam McNeil had a whole event for y'all today. Um, Anthony Baker Jr. helping the homeless. Shout out to him. Yahuru,
Remember?
Akimba. That's
Well,
right there, part of the Yahuru mindset. They are on Sundays. Actually on Friday. They record on Fridays and they premiere on Sunday. A really, really good podcast. Our 7-year-old homie is Seal Greer. He's won like the Mayor's Award. He about to get like a billboard up. So when y'all see him, when y'all driving, y'all look up, know that y'all seen a Seal on Philly Unfiltered first. He was on not well, whatever. He was doing our authors week, and shout out to him for doing great, great things. He is 7, he about to be 8 on the 24th. We've been invited to the party. We there. So it is what it is. So yeah, guys, we about to shut this thing down. Again, thank you, Miss Anisha. Anisha, Jesus, I'm tired. Thank you, Miss Sharita, for coming to the show. Doc, you got any last words before we?
no, just keep up the awesome work, and if we know anybody that's in need, we'll definitely send them your way.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if you know any moms that need anything, Philly moms helping moms, very respectful group, and they about their business. So, and you need to be approved to get in that group. So don't get mad if it takes some time. They make sure that's why they don't have none of that drama in their
All
group.
right,
Okay,
right.
because they do their business. But y'all, YouTube is playing with us right now. And so I can't even end it with no tunes. And they be trying to mute our videos, our shows every time we play music. But anyway, as we always and will always continue to say in this place, okay, Doc, me,
All right.
the information is free, y'all. All y'all pay is attention. That's it. We here to
So,
introduce y'all to some people that you may have never known. You know what I mean? So this is what we do. Check on your strong friends, check on your weak friends. Know that the devil is out here trying to play around. Trust God, trust the process, and keep your spirit in check. That's all I got.
always, always.
Always keep your spirit in check. And we love y'all. Hope y'all have a blessed weekend. And we see you on Thursday. Oh, before we go, Doc, end of the month. I want to have we haven't had a battle of the minds in a while. I would like to have one at the end of the month because it's like National Black Women's Month. I'm gonna have
Right, right.
we're gonna talk about some stuff. So y'all look out for that at
Mm.
the end of the month. Battle of the Minds. We love y'all. Oh, somebody comment and don't want to leave without showing the comments. Yes, we love you too, Miss Anisha. You see me saying your name, calling Miss Sharita by y'all just so awesome. Um, oh, I'm sorry, sir. It was this comment was left, and this was when we were talking about the verdict.
Right.
Um, I'm sorry. I did not read that comment, but it says we must continue to organize and build as a people. Certainly don't certainly don't see this verdict as an all to the cure. We live under a system of colonialism, which is an internationally system of oppression. So if we aren't talking about overturn imperialism and colonialism, black community control of the police, self-determination, black power matters, black not black lives. Um, listen, y'all know how we feel about it. We could interpret whatever we want, but thank you for that comment, sir. And as we always do, good night, y'all. Thank y'all
All
for
right.
listening. Hope y'all was inspired this time.
Mhm.